university has been in the Mid-Central College Conference, now of course the Crossroads League, and it's really been a love-hate relationship. And, seriously, and you hear everybody talk about they love to compete in this league and how tough it is, and I love some of the relationships. Probably one of my all-time favorite coaches is Jim Kessler. When I was just a young kid, I went to the Lancer basketball camps, and I'll never forget, I was sitting there, and for the guest speaker one afternoon, it was Sam Alford, Coach Alford from Newcastle High School at the time, and Steve Alford had just graduated from high school, and so he's putting on this demonstration, and from my vantage point, I don't think he ever missed a shot. He was this high over the rim. I mean, he was the greatest player that I had ever seen, and of course I followed him at IU and was already an IU fan because of Isaiah Thomas, and as a young kid watching the success that they had. I can recall I played at Spring Arbor, and Grace won the first ever NAI Division II National Championship, if I'm correct, in 1992. And one of the members on staff there was Doug Knoll. Well, Doug Knoll left Grace after that year and took over at Spring Arbor College at the time. And so he wanted to go back and play Grace. And so it was my first year at Spring Arbor, and we were the home opener for Grace coming off of their national championship season, where they were going to present rings and do all this. And it wasn't in the OCC, it was in the old gym where you go down in the basement, and the place was just packed. It's where I went to camp, and I believe you were still there. Didn't you win the title in your junior? So it was your senior year, and I'll never forget it because Grace beat us by at least 50. And I've never forgotten that. And I thank Coach Knoll. He got to go out and get his ring with Grace, and he celebrated that. I never felt less of a basketball player at that time when Grace beat us by 50. What I hate is how good this league is. Let me be honest with you. It's an absolute dogfight every single night. That is a great thing, and I love it, and I hate it. I want some nights off. And there is no such a thing in this conference. It's absolutely incredible. But what I love are building the relationships. I so look up to Coach Kessler and Coach Lightfoot, and you feel like you don't belong, and it's just special to be a part of it. We're the only school in Michigan, kind of like MVNU, is the only school in Ohio. And I don't know if people realize on the outside, these Indiana schools are just so serious about their basketball. It's crazy. And the reputation that they have, it's phenomenal. And so we love it and we hate it. We're in a rebuild mode. We got caught. You can't have a bad recruiting year. And when I say bad, you've got to have some depth, and we actually ended up with 2. And when you go back to back like that, you're going to pay a price because you're not going to win on the men's side. At least I can't speak for the women with a bunch of young guys. And so we are continuing to retool and rebuild. We only lost 1 senior. He was our only senior. I thought he was pretty good, apparently not good enough. We finished 7th. He averaged 25 a game, led the league in scoring, and I think he got second team all conference, but I'm not going to point fingers at anybody McCaffrey. I just wanted to get that off my chest since you're up there laughing. So we've got some guys coming back as starters. We've got some young guys that we're going to add to the mix. We've got 2 seniors, 3 juniors. So out of our 13-man roster, we've got 8 that are underclassmen. So we're off and going. I'm hoping IU gets fat and sassy with their success. So while Greg is sleeping in the morning, we're up at 5 a.m. trying to find a way. His photo is on my mirror, and I've got to look at that every day. So it's an honor and a privilege, and we're looking forward to a great year. So our non-league schedule, we play Cornerstone. We're with IU. We do this Crossroads WAC Challenge every year, and this year it's up at Aquinas, and that's always fun to play those 2 schools. And we got some exhibition games. We've got Lake Superior State as an exhibition. It looks like we're adding Western Michigan as an exhibition, which is great PR and just exposure then for our guys. So anybody have any questions?
Rick Burns back?
The legend Indiana's finest, Craig Burns, at 71 or 72 years old now. I think this is his 51st year of coaching. Loves basketball. Obviously, he's in the gym all the time. Every AAU tournament there is in the state of Indiana, he's there when the door opens and until it closes. So I just love his perspective and just his love for the game and our young man. And he's a very valuable asset for our players and coaches. Yeah. So thanks for asking about Coach Burns. He's doing very well. Anything else? Thank you.